just did, or something you were talking about linking your character?
Oh, I'm just goofing with a Discord bot right now.
Oh,
I'm just trying to figure out how it works.
well,
Uh-huh. Tell me more.
boop, boop, and boop. There you go.
That's just really... Yeah, do whatever David just did.
No.
And also join the campaign with the link I sent a little earlier.
I love how he said no. Like he has an option. Like he still has a choice.
like it was a game or something.
I don't think you understand
Campaign
how
join.
God works. Alright, so what do I do now? What do I do with this thing?
Alright, I'm in.
Thank you. That's all I needed out of you. Now you can leave. Hey, welcome back. Knew you couldn't stay away for too long.
I mean, I can. I just figured that I should probably be here for some of the storytelling because I'm terrible with all the lore shit.
Who would have thought?
Well, I appreciate your tenacity.
I mean,
Where's
Joe.
I love you.
Fuck off.
I love you, baby.
So is that how you
I can
attack?
run giant CNC machines, but I'm terrible with names and stories. I'm sorry.
You got that very lateral brain. It goes.
Detail.
I'm a hard ass worker, but when it comes to remembering shit, I'm just terrible.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm not even gonna touch it.
And he works that ass so hard.
Oh, I worked that asshole.
Oh my god.
Just ask Joe.
Stop!
Oh, was I not supposed to tell him?
This is why you're not allowed back in the house.
But then again,
Stop!
I'm always welcome in the house.
I hate it here.
What is James Miller's age?
Oh, give me a fucking moment. I gotta go back into his lizard folk thing. Tools, sources.
I don't want to be that guy, but David, shouldn't you be tooling around with this on the game table channel?
I guess.
That's fair and reasonable, but like, I don't know, we're all having a good time.
Chaos. Nothing but chaos.
Where's the fucking lizard folk, damn it?
Probably in the swamps.
So from your character sheet, David, is there a way to get to your equipment, features, traits, description, notes, blah blah blah. I want to know if there's something that I can click on to get back to my lizard folk character theme? No. Oh. That's dope as fuck.
What?
Nothing, I'm changing the theme of my shit. And I just found it, I'm sorry. Edit character, manage levels, short rest, long rest, change frame. Ooh, change frame. It's like, ooh, piece of candy.
I hate you.
There you are, Pete. Maybe.
Oh my god, that's fucking dope.
Hello?
Hey, look who finally decided to show up.
Aloha!
So you know, because you're the last one in, it means you gotta buy snacks for the rest of the party, right?
I would rather it be beer.
Why not both?
I have beer. Come on over, grab some beer.
Are you
You'll
serious?
have access to all the beer in my fridge.
I'm gonna go
You
out on a
don't have
limb and
any
say
beer in
there's
your
no
fridge?
beer in the
3 more
fridge.
hours. Oh no, I've got beers in my fridge. Ugh.
I'm tempted to run over there, like, but that involves putting pants on. And that's really
If you
just not
come
worth
over,
it.
Bring my bring that webcam, please.
Oh, yeah, no, it's just sitting here doing nothing now, so I can definitely bring that over. Woo! Pete, just be advised, your beautiful voice is now on the internet forever. Congratulations.
Woo!
There we go, we did it.
How do we get out of the cloud? You connect. You can't get out of the cloud.
Piano man, sing me a song tonight.
I didn't expect it to devolve this quickly.
Hey.
Oh, the real estate novelist. He never had time for a wife. And he's looking at Davy, who's still in the Navy.
So, God, what are we doing?
Probably will be fly. Hey, is Tyler here?
La 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 la.
Scare him away. Or are we
I've
just
been here
coming
the whole
from
time.
Oh God. Oh Lord, what's going on in this thread?
Nothing important. Just we're tooling around with the new bot.
Yeah, there's a bot that does things and
This
stuff.
thing attacking with the dagger.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out how to use the bot.
Remind me which frickin' Tyler, do you have written down what my character name is?
We
Why
were still confused as to whether or not you were playing Darf or not.
Okay, no, I'm playing Darf. Cool. I wanted to make
Yay!
sure.
I love Darf.
Does Darf have a last name? Is it Darf?
Frost,
No, it's just Darf. It's just Darf.
Frostbeard. Nope,
Just a
nope.
monogram?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
It's Frostbeard. I was just saying it's a mononym, like Darf.
It is not. So that is Tobiah from Mama Greenlocks. Alright. Clipboard, whole new character sheet. What level are we starting at?
5,
5.
4, 3.
3, 2, 1.
James Miller, did you ever get your age?
So I'm looking at the lizard folk right now.
James Miller. I forgot
Fuck
about
off.
that.
Fuck off, dude. That's actually a real.
I don't.
fucking
That's
name.
we've gone over why I think it's stupid. Continue.
Fuck you. I was like, hey, let's honor a real fucking hero, and I went on and did like special forces people, like real people from.
I get what.
So, I love it. I think it's great.
It's the meaning behind it. It's not the noise that it makes.
Okay. Whatever.
Hey man,
You're-
you told me to start drinking, and that's what I'm doing.
Oh
So
my God. I didn't tell you to do anything. We merely informed
fair
you.
point. Fuck off.
We merely informed you that I was already drinking.
And David, did the lion have a name yet? Oh yeah, never mind.
If it's not Leo, can we just like riot?
No, it's already in there. I'm just retarded and forgot.
All right, David. I'm gonna
What?
need your snapshot, like fucking rulebook skills, right? Not rulebook, but lore skills. What age does
Shit, I gotta be
lizardmen?
recording this.
Shut up. What age does lizard folk live to? Because I can't find it.
I'm gonna lay it to you straight. Tyler
be
knows
right-
more about Eberron than I do.
No, I'm just talking about on D&B Beyond, specifically lizardmen. When, like, what's their lifespan? Because I can't find it, and it's pissing me off.
I don't know. Did you check the lizard people?
So I've went to 2 different pages, and all it says is age is the age entry notes the age when the member of the race considered an adult, as well as the race's expected lifespan. Okay, I don't know that. This information can help you decide how old your character is at the start of the game. You can choose the age from your character, which could provide an explanation for some of the ability scores. For example, if you play a young or very old character, your age can explain particularly slow strength, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say their lifespan. It just says... It doesn't make... I'm trying to get to these different pages, and they're not giving me anything. I found it.
You rarely live longer than 60 years.
Yeah.
It's right there under age.
Yeah, I was on the wrong page. funny thing is, it's under traits. Never mind. I was gonna say I was looking at the minds cool calculations. So I guess I'm around 25.
305.
What?
I'm
Just
305.
ignore him.
I'm just having a good diet drink.
What? Are you what?
He's the new Neville from Soviet's channel.
Okay.
You've never seen the funny Arma bullshit?
I have
Videos?
like 3 different channels that I watch, but that's neither here nor there.
There nor here.
Soviet Womble. That's basically what I got it off of. So Tyler, did you get that? Baby?
Oh, baby, I love you.
Oh yeah.
God, are you there? God.
God is dead. We will rule the world.
All right, cool. So while he's gone, what crazy cool shit can we all add to our characters though? Because he can't object.
I now have not just a frost beard, but a frosted crown.
Easy. I have a steam cycle, but it's not just a steam cycle. It's a one-wheeled steam cycle capable of off-road.
So you're riding a unicycle?
Unicycle off-road.
You guys are Vegas. That's not what I mean at all. You know,
I know exactly what you meant.
you know those like those brute cycle things from Halo.
Yeah.
That.
What's that?
The brute shot. No, the brute shot's the fucking
Oh,
weapon.
the chopper?
We're talking about the prowlers kind of thing.
Oh, prowler or chopper?
No, not the chopper. The little okay, so the you're talking about in Halo 2.
Fuck if I know.
The brutes had the one-wheeled cycle with like the spikes on the front of it, right?
No.
It's a chopper, and that's Halo 3, right?
The answer.
That might be Halo 3.
I think I might just be wrong. Full stop.
Yeah, probably.
What are you thinking? I love me some Halo.
Borderlands 3.
Yeah, like
had
the
a
one in Borderlands.
One-wheeled cycle that had it was pretty fucking badass.
I wonder what my blood pressure is.
Think more this, less unicycle. That didn't give an image preview. That's garbage. I'm sorry that you have to click a link.
That?
No.
Because that's the brute.
Yeah, I'm aware of what I've done. I don't remember why I think that this motorcycle was in Halo for some reason. It was only in Borderlands.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Please carry on.
Well, we knew that.
Oh, okay, that one-wheel bike.
Yeah.
And I want to see it.
Click on the link!
Where'd you send it? Stuff's just taking a while to refresh.
In general.
I was...
Oh, are you talking about like the ones that you just stand on, or the ones that you like actually have to get in?
Click the link.
I had clicked the link. It took me to a printer thing, and now there's 100 fixtures on my fucking
Oh, god damn it, Pinterest. Fuck me.
So mate.
one-wheel designs. That's all I see is
Alright,
a bunch
well-
of fucking.
Well,
The
that's...
ones you ride in.
Yeah, hold on. Borderlands 3... Hold on.
But also, like, when you first mentioned it, I was kind of assuming it was, like, the picture that I just put in the chat.
I was thinking.
Thank you. Literally, that was the picture I was trying to send. I don't know why I hate everything. Please kill me now.
God. You right-click it, and then you press copy image.
Yeah, I clicked copy link instead, like a dum-dum, alright?
Yeah.
R.I.P. Peter.
But yes,
What-
yes, that's the ones that I like from Borderlands.
Tyler, what was that?
Nothing. I was just talking about the last image that was sent.
Oh, we were talking about the crazy stuff we could get away with putting on our character sheet while you weren't there to object.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so what was it? He now has that bike in the last picture that is off-roading, so deal with it.
Pete said he has a crown made of ice.
Yeah.
Along with
Steve,
my
he-
beard that is made of ice.
How is
Yeah.
your...
Wow.
Why is your...
So-
Hold on. Why is your beard made of ice?
Because why not?
It's not made. It's
It's
just
gotta
white.
be painful, right? Like, okay.
He's a frost. I was gonna say frost giant, but they're
Yeah,
dwarfs. So.
not quite the same thing, unfortunately. Triple DDD! Very professional,
Wow.
David. Or,
That wasn't me.
I saw Defender and I just like fucking spaced.
Get fucked.
Rude as fuck.
Fuck is rude.
Man,
Almost like
maybe
a-
we should cut Joe off.
Hello.
Oh, whoa.
Not you guys.
Ooh woo?
Is anybody there?
Mike's not with.
Oof.
Oh, boom, boom. Oh. Brendan, why are you logged into my Twitch on my
What?
Probably because
Fender H2 is logged into Twitch on my computer. You're now logged out of my computer.
Probably because he used it to log into D&D Beyond at some point.
Yeah, that'd be it.
What is my Twitch?
I know it's Loon forever.
Forever 18 or Loon Forever? See, this is where the finer details come in and piss me off.
You know what? It's too far back for me to look. I think.
Loon
Or
Forever.
maybe you should just not have multiple emails.
It's not emails, it's usernames. And whenever someone
Oh.
else has Loon Forever, then I'm screwed. For flopper.
It's somebody else has Loon forever. Well, I must find this person,
Oh,
but I also must kill them.
I got my frickin' thing right. Now they want to send me an email too.
Yeah,
Yep.
they send you a verification email.
Welcome to the
This is
two-step.
Twitch. Bye.
To the jungle. Man, I was gonna make some good ass chicken tonight, and I looked up and I'm like, shit, I gotta get on fucking.
Ember
it's not-
Dracon, thank you for the follow.
Okay, I was like, what the
Hey,
fuck?
thank you for follows. Follow.
Yo, Joseph,
Yeah, what's up?
link the Twitch stream.
Absolutely.
I'll give you that viewer count
Hell yeah.
Same's, yo.
as I
Just need to-
mute the
We
stream
all-
and not confuse
we-
myself.
All watch his stream, and we all just listen to ourselves talk.
I would mute
Well,
yourself.
that didn't
I
work.
would definitely mute the stream.
I already did that.
So I don't know what happened, Joe, but that didn't properly link.
Nah, dude, I think you should be able to send. Oh, let me turn push to talk on because that seems like the intelligent thing to do.
Hey.
Yeah,
It's like not clickable.
yeah, go.
That's why you highlight it and then you press.
The
I
link
understand how that works.
should be linked. You should be able to link it. Go ahead.
Eee, I'm logged in. Twitch.
Nope, let me fix it.
Oh, this is intended for mature audiences.
Have you ever talked to any of us? Except
Well-
maybe Brendan.
I'm out.
Sponsors.
Too mature for my virgin eye.
God, finally.
Hey, look,
Oh gosh.
quadrupled the viewer count. Or
how many
just don't
people are watching?
Let me fix Nightbot for you there, Ember, and then I will
Oh.
get us rock and
No.
rolling.
Whoa.
Is anybody there?
By the way, Tyler, I sent you a question in the game chat, and do you want our stuff, the 3 contacts, the how we feel about the treaty?
Hold on.
God, Lord and Savior, you there?
He tends to like walk out.
Ember,
on
do
us
me a
all the
favor and
time,
PM it to
man.
me.
Like, why do we worship this god?
Always does that.
I
there.
never admitted to worshiping him. So.
Before climax.
I don't know, man. If you if he just says pray to me at some point, or your character's dead, you might have to pray.
Nah.
Low internet.
I'll just keep making characters until he stops saying it.
Probably have like 7 characters already lined up for this.
Nah. No, I threw together a character in like 10 minutes. A bit over.
Female
an hour ago.
tiefling. Hype.
Mickey, I can barely
Sort
hear
of.
They can kind of hear me, so yeah, I'm just away from the computer.
you.
There
I
you
can
go.
hear
+4.
Can you hear me now?
+11 dex. Jesus. I'm so jealous.
Are you feeling it
Oh
now,
my God.
Mr. Krabs?
Alright. We're all
Weapons,
here.
crossbow,
Everybody
handswer.
here.
I'm here. Mentally and physically for once.
Oh, same.
Bro, I'd play that character.
That won't last very long.
Oh god. God. Alright. So, let's see here.
Tyler,
James Miller. Oh, yes.
That's me.
I have a thing. I sent you a question in the game chat, and then secondly, do you and / where do you want
Am I
our
dumb? Why can't I
responses to the
find what your
questions
tieflings...
go?
Bard!
Stuff like 3
Yes!
contacts.
I love
and how
it.
you feel about the treaty.
If you could
What spells does she have?
just put it in the notes section of your
Charm
character
person!
sheet,
What a good
and then
spell! I love it!
to that character.
Are you just a seductress? Is this all this
You're
is?
asking for an awful lot.
I'm here for it, by the
Yes,
way,
it
if
is.
that's the answer.
Anyways, we got this.
Yeah, I hate my
Maybe
Nightbot
one
too.
is all-
I'm working on it. Oh my god.
Huh.
Alright, hold on. Let's go to my channel. See if I can't mess with my mods.
Alright, James. How old are you?
I was gonna say around 20.
Where are you from?
I have it written down. I'm originally from Cubara.
Spell it for me.
What'd you say?
Spell it for me.
Whatever you're saying is not coming through the mic very well.
Spell it.
Spell it. Okay. So it's Q apostrophe B A R R A.
Beautiful. And you're a lizard folk?
Yes.
Class B.
I be rogue.
All 5 levels of him?
All 5 levels of him. I don't understand the question. I mean, unless I'm doing a multi-class, I don't think I can be anything else than a rogue.
What's your background?
So I grew up in Kabara. As you know, it's towards the eastern side of the continent.
Less so your story, more so like what were you doing in the 5 or so years leading up to what's going on right now? Like, what was your job?
Long ago was the war and the treaty?
It wasn't like
Treaty
4 or
was
5
signed
years.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Treaty was signed 2 years ago. War came to a relatively abrupt end, though, about 4 years ago when the Morning Land was created. When shit blew up.
So I'm still gonna kind of stick with the the what is it called, the past where I was helping in the military for that's why I was kind of gonna wait for the more lore side of this stuff, because I mean the lizard folk were really like out in the middle of the jungle or whatever, and they didn't like to be around people. But I was thinking it's like maybe at some point when the war, because like isn't Kibara on the east side, where like right under where the wasteland was?
Farther east.
Yeah, you're like on the far
Well,
east.
I know I'm at the far east, but it's sort of close where that the wasteland was, right?
Not really.
Where somebody link a map, please.
There is a map in the chat at the top of the game table.
You are directly east of the wasteland.
Oh, not tonight, Ember. I'll whisper in chat. We're doing Session Zero tonight,
You're on the far east end of the continent.
so I
Yeah.
can't do that right now because I
can't.
haven't even introduced my own characters
It's pinned
to
in the
the
game.
group.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm focusing on tonight, but I would love to do that later, depending on how long this
You're
takes.
explaining it like I know where that is.
There's
Do you know how
a
to
text
check?
channel called Game Table.
And then there's a pinned message button near the top.
I know there's a pinned message in Discord. I don't know what you're talking about on the other stuff.
You mean on the map?
You guys are on like way different frequencies than I am. I have absolutely zero clue what you're talking about. And you're like, yeah, it's just in the pin thing on this. It's like, I don't know where this is.
The Game Table text channel in Discord.
Okay. But that's a voice channel.
No?
There's
There's one at the top above it, but
Nothing. Okay, there it is. well, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It says game. Okay.
Yeah, there's,
oh, I did the same thing. It's okay.
there
I'm
are
like,
two of
that's
them
not how
say
that
Game
fucking
Table.
works. Yeah, so I'm like I said, it's not that fucking far.
No, you were saying it was south. We're just saying it's east.
Oh, I said I'm on the east, so all I said was I was close to it.
Close to it.
Yeah, there's just a mountain range, and then I'm like on the other side is the wasteland, is
Little stretch of
Mornland.
yeah, little stretch of desert with some like fort in there.
Alright, so question then. How did you end up in Charm? Why are you here?
So can somebody else go first? Like I haven't even gotten it. I
Go
told
first.
you.
I'll go first.
Alright, let's hear it, Darf.
Right, what is the question? Start me off.
Well, I was just asking about your background, really, and it was kind of specific to him.
Alright.
We can go through your checklist of things I need to know. How old are you?
I am Darth Frostbeard. I am from the small island way up in the north of the Lost. We're a far-reaching clan of dwarves. We've been hiding up in that mountains, and we've even extended a tunnel underneath all the way down to Mayor Holds, to the main dwarven holds. It's quite a long tunnel. Blah, blah, blah.
So wait, where's your island? Where am I looking?
Lost, all the way at the very northern side, kind of on the
Right.
northern right. You look at the Mar Holds and go up north. Straight to Orthos is just barely to
Gotcha,
our...
the big one in the middle. I got you.
Aye.
And you
Straight
dug a
So we-
tunnel from there to where?
Tunnel actually extends from the Lost to Farlen, and then pops up out there, then goes down to Three Sisters. We decided to skip Stone Fir, wasn't much there. And then after that, we pop back up out of Mirror Lake, up in the Mirror Holds. We're on the northern side.
Oh, that's a hell of a tunnel. That's like.
So you're coming all the way from, what's that, Farland? Farnland?
It's a secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. That's like 600 miles of tunnel.
Dwarves.
Yes, dwarves.
What they won't tell you is that they just repurposed someone else's tunnels.
Shh. We're too prideful for that.
So if you could type that up and send it to me, I'll add it to my notes. That was a lot to take in with the accent, though.
It took me forever to understand what was going on.
I got it. Nort.
I'll
In
go.
the north.
I'll go after Pete.
But how old are you, Darv?
305 years old.
You're a 5-year-old dwarf, and
I
What
was
class
a
are you?
mate. Again,
barbarian.
barbarian, yes.
And what was the name of your clan?
Frostbeard.
Are you allied with any other factions here in Corvair?
I am racially friendly to dwarves. I fought for my clan in the wars. When my clan, if my clan backed out of the wars, I kind of continued on as a mercenary. This is where I ended my campaign, is nearby the city, and so I came by here, and I've been looking for mercenary work, other types of work. So I'm open to a lot of stuff. Don't really have any enemies or friends, I would say, or could think of.
Got you. Alright. Beautimus. Anything else you want to share about Dark's travels? Any like war stories or anything?
Had quite a few successful conquests. Never leading like the whole army, always leading just
Conquest, you say?
Stark would. Stark? Yeah, Stark. Got a bunch of spiders in there, we'll say. My three important people, we'll say that actually one of the tunnel workers. And then my two parents, both of which are still alive.
And what are they doing now?
Father is a retired soldier, rose even higher up in the ranks than I. My mother is a retired seaman.
Alright.
Currently just living their last days out in the Lost.
Yikes.
Enjoying the quickly brought about peace in Canada.
And when's the last time you saw your tunnel worker friend? And what's his name? His or her?
See, the peace was brought around 2 years ago, right? Last saw him 2.5 years ago, coming back from visiting my parents back in the homeland. His name is Hergim. Chorr. That GmbH.
Yeah.
Boxing.
What a name. Cool. And you said you didn't have any enemies that you could think of? Nobody pissed off in the war? No campaign you're kind of ashamed of?
Well, alright if I send you that later.
Yeah, that's fine.
I fought more or less the controllers of this city, and so that's why I ended up here.
Okay.
City.
So this is just kind of where you ended up?
The last battle was nearby, and I just kind of followed a bunch of people here.
Got you. You followed the refugee train here, because this is sort of where the refugees end up.
Is it a where were we ending up at? It was
Sharn.
like Sharn? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the city in the southwestern end, part of the Hilt, which
Yeah.
you'll see a bay over there.
Now,
It's-
is it known for its really good trade or anything?
Yeah, so this would be like the New York City equivalent. This is a cosmopolitan melting pot. if you're a foreigner, you're likely to see somebody from your neck of the woods here. Maybe not very like many people, but most people are represented in the city.
All right.
It's also got some pretty interesting geography. I'm gonna go ahead and send y'all.
Now, question. There was during the war, it wasn't just in Mornland. Like it was scattered.
No,
It was
it's
scattered
all
off in.
The
everywhere,
Moorland is just where the nuke went off.
Gotcha.
basically. That would be your Hiroshima.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Ever else was fighting, but that's where it went bad.
Or
Got
lands or the more hold?
Mornland.
Mornland.
The big white splotch kind of
In
right
the
in
middle.
the middle.
Yeah. Glowing cat. Where it popped.
I think Glowing Chasm is like the detonation point, but I'd have to
Yeah,
double check.
nobody's completely sure what exactly happened. I'm sending over 2 maps of Sharn that'll give you a better idea what we're looking at here. It's a city that's sort of built up on towers. It's built more vertically than it has expanded outwards based on geographical necessity. The land around Sharn is pretty inhospitable. Cliffs and whatnot.
So that's why they kind of built it there, is because it's good for trade and nobody can come from fucking
Yeah,
land
it's
and
a
try to
very
kill them.
easily defensible spot that is very, yeah. You hit the nail on the penis.
Yeah. Rated R.
I was trying to drink some wine, and you just straight up were like, "Yo, what if that just came out of your nose instead?"
And then in the second picture, you can see the various districts of Sharn.
Yeah.
Some are going to be more well off than others, and it generally speaking goes like vertically as well as horizontally. Like the upper levels are going to be more affluent, and the lower levels are not. And then the outer ring of city or districts are also a little rougher than the more inner ring. You can see the area cliffside. That would be like your dock district, lots of bordellos and that sort of thing. Whereas our story is going to kick off in the Memphis Plateau. If you want to Google that, you can. Not super important.
Thank you, very good.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that one just to the south of the Central Plateau.
I can't do this.
Specifically the district of Firelight.
Firelight. Yes, please.
Which is sort of like the casino district. So, if you would be so kind, I would like to have some way for your character to want to be there. For some of you, that's easier than others.
Alcohol there?
I would
booze,
sincerely hope so.
There's women, there's gambling. Specifically
Dark.
gambling.
Earth is kind of...
This is sort of like Atlantic City. This is where rich people are gonna come to sort of hide away from the public eye and still get their kicks in.
Fair play. So, you know.
Continuing on with... We continuing on with the people and our backstory thing?
Yeah, I was still establishing. We'll go back to Brendan. Yeah, I think that's who we're on.
Yeah.
Unless you had anything else you wanted to share.
I'm good.
Alright, James. You're 20, you're from Kubara, you're a lizard, you're a rogue.
So I am from one of the out limit city or out limit villages, like Stormhorn, Clanhold.
Okay.
So let me write that down.
I will. I mean, yeah, write it down, but I will. You said Stormhold.
Yeah, Stormhorn, uh, Clanhold.
Understood. And
And then the three people I was going to talk about was I have my brother, my best friend, and one of the traders that took us in after we got raided. So my backstory was gonna be more of during the war, people started branching out, looking for new shit, and I like correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the total lore behind this shit, but they kind of went through the mountains, came up to jungly area, and saw our town and kind of just raided it.
yeah, you got
Um,
burned gullied.
yeah, and so we got out. We fled to the the capital city of Newthorn, um, and me and my brother and my friend were right around the age of like what was it like? How long did the war last?
100 years.
100 years. So we're talking maybe like the last like couple years or whatever.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
we were
so
probably
it's
around
been
18 at
4
the time.
years since the war has been over. 2 years since the peace treaty has been signed.
Yeah, well this is during the war. So we were about 17, 18. Um, we usually are a secluded people, and we usually just run off people, anybody that comes in. But after losing pretty much everything in a raid, me, my brother, and my friend decided to join the war as mercenaries. Now, since I don't know very much of the lore, I can't tell you exactly what side I was on. Um, I need to kind of get a little bit more in depth with that.
I
But
think that's a good jumping off point for you and Peter to maybe have some bonds because he said he fought for like a mercenary group. Maybe
yeah,
y'all could work that kind of thing out.
but so and then I was gonna say how I feel about the treaty. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent. Like I was fighting the war because the war kind of destroyed my village,
Mm.
and um I was gonna say after. So I'm kind of indifferent about it. I'm kind of glad that it ended, but I'm kind of like the only reason the biggest reason I was out there is to screw the people up that screwed my shit up, if that makes any sense. But so it wasn't really like a super in depth like reason, and yeah, I'm gonna stick with just I'm kind of indifferent. It's like it was good, but it was also like I still kind of wanted to fight.
Mm-hmm. Very
Um, and then so what happened after the war? Uh, we went back. We rebuilt our like after the treaty. It's been done for 2 years. We rebuilt our home in Stormhorn Clanhold, and we actually reunited with some of the people that we knew from way back, and that's one of the trader I was talking about, like a trader, like a in trader, like not an actual like trader.
mm-hmm.
And he was a good friend of the family's. We had just we were basically just good friends of the family, and it was just somebody we knew. Um, I personally had from being out in the war, I had a keen. I wanted to go see more. I realized that it's not just all this jungle area out there. There's a lot of different places to fucking see, and I'd kind of like to go see it. So I end up leaving my brother and my friend in Stormhorn Clanhold to kind of run the place. My brother ended up being the kind of not really like the clan leader, but like just the person, kind of like the mayor, if you want to say that. And
Mm-hmm.
my friend was just there, helping them out, doing whatever they needed to do to get it back up and running. And I kind of went out traveling, and that's where I was gonna say it led me to one of the biggest trade places, which is Sharn. I can kind of try to make a story in between, but like I said, I don't know too much of the lore about this place. I just kind of ventured my way out west until I heard a lot of a lot of talk about Sharn and their massive trade, and everybody flocked there and blah 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 this blah blah that. There's a lot of people there from after the war, so I made my way to Sharn, and that's where I end up.
Perfect. That was awesome. That gave me lots of information to work with, and answered all my questions. Except, what was your brother's name? If you have one prepared, or you can.
I haven't.
All right, just give me names for your three people.
Yep,
And
I will.
if you want to send me all that information as a blurb so I can condense it.
So I haven't written that down yet.
All right, well, you don't have to have it right now. Just don't lose it. I took a Cliff Notes version, so I've got some of it. But you said a lot.
If you wanna PM me that, and then I'll just build upon that and PM you back.
All right, I got you.
Cause like I was thinking about it while you were talking to Pete about Darf. So I mean, like, I kind of wrote some stuff down, but mostly I was just kind of making it up.
Understood.
Could you? Sorry, cats being cats. Assholes!
Love me, Joe.
Look, no, that's not the problem. T'Challa literally just knocked Thor off the top of the cat tree.
It's my cat tree, bitch.
Oh my god.
Well, T'Challa's the big dog. I mean, come on.
Bro, Thor will fuck him up some days though. It's funny to watch.
I'm gonna go get another beer. I'll be back.
Bro, bring me one.
I mean, I only live 10 minutes away. Come get it.
What's it to you?
I don't. Nothing. We're talking about
No.
beers.
No, I was calling David.
Oh, David. David.
I bumped my mute. Sorry.
Oh, you're all good. I was just asking if you were ready for some character development.
Sure.
How old are you?
53.
Oh, you're an old tiger or lion man. Where are you from?
I am from Drome. I think that's how you
Liam
say
or
it.
whatever?
Yeah. The
We'll
plain-
go over pronunciation because that's apparently important in Everon. To some extent. You'll be a mid. What class be you?
Bard.
Beautiful bard. Tell me what you were doing since the war and in the war, and what you're an old man. You've been around for half of it. Let's go.
Well, being a lion man, I don't always fit in with other groups.
True. Probably faced quite a bit of prejudice.
Yeah. So, my family and I had settled in the area that became known as Drome. We were there when the current owners moved in, and we continued to be there. They kind of left us to our stuff, and they made a point of accepting people of all walks. So we were fine with them coming out, because Drome's only been around for like 11 years. But yeah, we were kind of a hunter-gatherer group there, living in our little village. I didn't really have much to do with the war, except for the fact that no one recognized us as an actual country.
Turns out, fake news.
I mean, sure, that other country had a claim to this land, but they weren't here.
But we were already here, right?
They had never been here.
And who's to kick you out of your home?
Yeah.
That's real as fuck. Would you consider yourself a part to or allied with any particular factions here in Corvairs?
No, much more of like a mercenary feel.
Understood.
Definitely like not participating in the war, but
But if
non-war mercenary work.
involved, you're the guy?
Yeah. Like if you're not sending me to fight another group for like war purposes, I'm your guy.
Infamous.
Like if you need some monsters taken care of, or some bandits, or if you need someone to be a bandit. Call
You're
me
an
up.
equal opportunity kind of guy, and I appreciate
Yeah.
that about you.
Is that what you appreciate about me?
You can dial it back a little bit there, Squirrely Dan. Would you say you've made any enemies since before or during the war?
Oh, absolutely. Kind of
Any...
part and parcel of the job.
Yeah. I want to elaborate.
Well, I didn't always stick around to get names, so.
Alright, well, tell me a scenario. Tell me what's thing you're not so proud of. One mission you're not so proud of. Or maybe too proud.
We were hired on as a group of, I guess an appropriate term might be land-based privateers.
During
I
a
like
war,
it.
scavengers are a thing.
No,
Gotta
no,
eat.
I was
Gotta eat.
paid by a country's government.
It's very important distinction.
We were
Understood.
contracted under a government, we just weren't supposed to talk about it.
Asked.
No, we ended up attacking a caravan, and a number of children died in the attack. I
Date Marvin.
have been bothered by it since.
Understood. And then any friends you made along the way? Any contact?
I gotta be straight with you, I made this character like an hour and a half ago.
No, I was here. I witnessed the whole thing. Walked you through some of the spells.
Hey, I read a box in my room for a name. Let's go.
Was it Frosted Flakes?
Oh, it was Hackerskoff, Rome, Kudipnik, Germany.
Fucking understood. I think. Oh, another thing. If everybody could send me a picture that represents your character, Joseph, if you could relink that one I sent you, that'd be cool.
How
So
dare
people
you
have
ask me
good
such a
idea.
reasonable question? Oh, god damn it. I made a mistake. Ignore me.
Where do you want this picture, Tyler? Just in the chat?
Yeah, if you just want to put it in the chat, I'll save it for my own uses. But it's for everybody to know what the fuck they're looking at. Since we probably won't have full-on model of her. So. Look at you, little lion. Man.
Why are you like this? Who did this?
He's a planeswalker. It's beautiful.
Hey, Johnny.
It's a
Oh,
Johnny.
shit. You are shitting me. I was thinking about that earlier.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Okay.
Got his book, and it's a good book.
Is this the part where the bard starts playing Weep Little Lion Man?
Basically.
On bagpipes? Sure.
Absolutely. I'm scavenging YouTube right now. You're welcome.
But yes,
Wrong
people
lion.
know or don't know, Tyler. I split off from the mercenary company after that caravan attack, and I did not end on good terms with the leader of the company.
Understood.
I don't have a name for you right now. Oh, that's what I was doing when I got distracted. I was looking up. I came across a very good source of D&D names.
I'm intrigued.
So it's quite simple. You go to IKEA's website,
Oh no.
find an item that looks neat or something. That's the name.
I kind of love that, to be honest. Uh, Alright,
Okay, so I got the mercenary leader's name.
what is it?
Rolf Hemnes. ROLFHEMNES.
I think that's a desk that I was looking at previously.
It's a medicine cabinet.
Okay, what else was? Perfect. Pierre, I'm gonna run through your details again so everybody hears them. How old are you?
I am 25.
And
Where are you from?
Nice, France.
That's random and strange. How'd you get here?
Not quite sure.
this playing.
There was a lightning storm when I was 14 at the dawn of
What happened?
during the dawn of the French Revolution, and I woke up. I woke up in a mysterious land in a rock formation known as Dragon's Crown. I met an odd woman there whose name I could not be bothered to remember, and she directed me towards the town that I live in now.
Got you. She sent you onwards to Sharn, the city of splendors.
Correct.
Here you be.
A splendor lifestyle is not what I live, however.
Oh yeah. What do you do?
I am a sneak thief, an enforcer. I run a small gang called Athena's Owls. Um, we do everything from burglary to smuggling to a little bit of larceny. We work under a gang called the Tyrants, where we basically pay them for the honor of holding on to our little street and for information for our next jobs. So as it turns out, the Tyrants specialize in information and whores, and both of these things are good for getting what my gang of assholes need. So yeah, we steal things, we knock heads as required, a little bit of everything to keep the coin flowing.
Beautiful. Got any enemies? Made many bad deals?
There's a couple of big wigs in the Tyrants who aren't too fond of the fact that they consider us poaching because we still pay tribute, but it's not technically their street. And then obviously we're trying not to get caught up in the four-way gang war that's happening because of the God, I forgot what they're called, but there's a new gang that's basically moved in from the Beastlands, and they're pushing out on everyone's turf, and everyone's feeling the strain. So we're trying to stay out of it, and some days we succeed, some days we don't.
That was awesome. Thank you. Gave me a lot of information. What else do I need from you? I think that's it. Oh, how long have you been? You said you've been here 11 years?
Yep.
Cool. Alright, Mickey, what's your character's name? Or at least, what are you?
Well, the one I had made originally was a gnome named Upton.
And I take it we are not still Upton?
Well, I guess I just don't.
We still not in love. We're not in love with the gnome.
Well, I had done a lot of work on him, and the problem is that was like, go.
It has been a second. That is reasonable.
Yeah, he is still.
Sorry, what was that?
For now, I guess he is still a gnome.
Awesome. How old's Upton?
problem.
Alright, I'm gonna be posting 2 pictures. Tell me which one looks better.
God damn it, I did it again.
I think the
How
second
often
one looks
gnomes-
better. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I think the second one's better.
I think we're all in
Yeah.
agreement.
Yeah, how old do gnomes typically get to be?
Let's find out. They could live around 350 to 500 years. They reach adulthood by about 40.
I guess he's in his 40s.
A young adult gnome
Yeah.
puts you at 42.
Question. Can you change your profile pic on the
No.
character?
Not just on one server. I can't figure out a way to do it.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
You can change your outlining, you can change all the coloring to the page, but you can't change the fucking profile.
Yep.
Wow. Sorry, Mickey, I didn't mean to interrupt you. That's my fault, sorry. Do
Alright,
your thing.
where are you from? Which country are you from?
Well, I'm having trouble reading the names on this map to begin with. One.
You should be able to open it and make it big.
Okay, no, like my eyes do not register
Ah, understood.
lettering.
Typically, I believe gnomes are from Zilargo, which is just south or just east of really where you are right now. Does that sound okay?
I guess. Where would that be on the map, though?
So it's the very south center portion. It's where the King's Forest and the Shimmerwood Forest, that sort of area. Between
Just have you show
Dargan
me.
and Brayland. And then, what class are you?
Oh, it's a road.
And what do you do for fun, living, existing?
I was a reporter.
Was?
And then, did you do like war journalism?
Believe so. I don't think my character was old.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. You would have been like technically like a teenager.
You could still be old enough to be a paperboy side of the stand.
Yeah.
Like
You
like
run around with your little hat and your cobbled shoes, little neckerchief. Extra, extra, read all about it.
What?
Hello.
I always forget how, like, cyberpunky Eberron is until I
It's
see a picture.
super cyberpunky.
It's cyberpunk, but replace cyber with all sorts of magic.
Yeah, it's like Arcana punk.
Like, they even have, like, magical billboards on
Mhm.
their skyscrapers.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty silly, and I'm kind of excited. So tell me more about what you were doing in the years since the war's been over, and what you and your allies and friends and stuff. Tell me more about your life as a reporter, or if you're not a reporter.
Can we revisit that?
Sure. Uh, how about any allies you might have?
I believe I had an uncle and some other stuff going. What was the war about?
Uh, technically, it was a war of succession. It started about 100 years ago. Well, 100 and some change probably at this point. When King died, and then there were like three heirs to replace him, all of which decided. What was that, David?
If I remember right, so basically there was a continent-spanning empire.
Right.
He was called a king, I think, but he was the ruler, died. His heir was supposed to be the princess, but everyone's like, no, a woman can't do it. And then they broke out into basically a continent-wide war trying to raise each other up to be the new ruler.
Didn't the princess win in the end anyway?
Kinda, sort of, except for the part where no one won.
Oh, right, because they glassed an entire half of their continent and then called it a day.
But she
That
definitely came out on the up.
All right, fair enough. I can't argue that.
Definitely not winning, but probably doing better than others.
something economics powerhouse, something didn't lose as many men, something.
Basically.
Okay, I can deal with that.
Mm-hmm. So it was a pretty intense conflict. In the last, I think it's about 20 years of it, Warforged started showing up,
Right.
being a technological shift in the war. Um, everybody used them. It was a big deal. They started doing airships
Thanks
and
for
stuff.
coming out,
Lots
everybody.
of
I hope you're
lots
having
of
a good time.
advances in technology
Welcome
took place
to
because of the war.
Session
Very
Zero.
very analogous to like World War One in our history.
I love trench lines and mustard gas.
Yeah.
I get
Trench warfare.
burn your freaking
But with
eyes
magic.
with hydrochloric acid.
So, tell me more about Upton Adams' life.
Um, he lives alone. There's a reporter. All you need to know.
Alright. Bookish, lives alone, reports on stuff. Let's see here. You had to you had to dig up some dirt on a a politician. Who was it? What kind of dirt did you find?
What do you mean, like, who was it?
Yeah, just give me a name. Just it can be like a governor of some. Just literally bullshit me. Doesn't have to be anything real. I'll come up with it. Like it's a governor of this and this place. You dug up some dirt on.
Why am I a muckraker?
Well, give me any sort of scenario like that. It doesn't have to be a politician. I was using that as an example. Give me some way you've made an enemy, I guess.
um,
First thought that comes to mind.
no. Lawrence O'Brien.
We'll talk about Lawrence. And who's your boss? And what paper do you work for? Or are you like an independent contractor?
I thought we originally had a name for the local newspaper already.
I don't. I'm sure if I found my notes that exists, if we wanted to rename it, we could, or I can just go find it.
What is the name of the area we are in?
The city is Sharn. The country is Brayland. The continent is Corvair. The world is Eberron.
Uh, I'm gonna get you all of that later because I really felt like I had that.
That
we
is
talked about before.
all Gucci. Let's see. Did any of you end up? I think Joseph.
Yeah, what's up?
You were being one of the houses. Were you a part of one of them?
I have a dragon's mark, but I'm not necessarily part of the houses.
Well, generally speaking, if you have a
Yeah.
dragon's mark, but
You also have to remember he has a weird origin story.
this is true. This is true. So how do you want to
I
play
just
that?
kind of justify it by woke up with weird arm tattoo when I got here.
Okay, I can deal with that.
He's the Full Metal Alchemist. His brother gave him a tattoo, and he has absolutely
Stop.
no idea what it is.
I hate it. I
I
hate it
love
so
it, actually.
much.
That's perfect. Actually.
Turns out you have to spend the entire time trying to figure out what the fucking tattoo is. Makes sense, right?
I don't know. I feel like my character, who is used to living a life of relative luxury, going to be becoming a street rat, has more important things to consider than his goddamn tattoo. He's a pragmatist, Pierre. He does not.
What role are you running?
Yes.
No, like rogue, mage. What are you running?
Uh-huh.
He's a mix.
Yes.
He's
Tell me
living-
what the mix is.
It's a mix of things, and I do things.
I think he's trying to keep his character somewhat secret. So just know that he's a sneaky guy.
Dick.
How dare I want us to roleplay for once?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't you say
basically-
we should all know each other anyways?
I never made that stipulation. That's sort of again what this was going to be about, is getting all those party connections and what people are expecting from their characters from a meta standpoint, like what we all are doing going into this, what you're looking for, like what kind of character you're supposed to be portraying and stuff. That's also why I asked for pictures. Darth, did you ever send me a picture, by the way?
Let me just Google search random dwarf real quick. No, hold on. I got this. Let me just put a picture of Ghibli in the chat.
fucking Ghibli. Studio Ghibli.
Remember Frostdwarf.
My favorite fucking Lord of the Rings character, Ghibli.
I was more of a Hobbit fan, so forgive me.
Honestly, I immediately
Mm.
jumped to that one kid from iCarly.
Gibby.
Gibby!
Stop. Cease.
See, I was picturing Totoro with an axe. I like yours better.
Oh my god. Animals, a lot of you. And you know it, which is the worst part.
That's the idea. I think Peter died somewhere.
Peter!
Oh,
Not dead.
I never heard your answer about if I got a picture of Darth.
Again? Picture?
Darth.
Yeah, I'm still looking.
Bum, ba-dum. Looks like we've got a very capably killy group here. Not gonna lie.
I would, you know,
Imagine a regular dwarf, but with this mustache.
stop it. fucking stop. This is what I had to put up with. Why do you hurt me? Did you just Google mustache and that's what came up?
I googled frost dwarf, and that's what came up. It's dwarf monkey, apparently.
Very
Oh,
good,
but-
thank you.
That's the picture that's going in my notes for Darth, so that's fine. That was beautiful. So we have at least one weird stoic loner. Do any of the rest of you want to know each other, and what kind of connections do you want to have?
I probably know Darf.
So,
I may know Pierre through odd jobs.
that would make sense.
Maybe not like
We probably don't.
friendly terms.
I was gonna say we probably don't know each other on a first name basis, but like
No, like we know who each other are.
that's probably fair.
We've worked in similar circles a little bit because I just do odd jobs around the town at this point,
Sure.
and sometimes those odd jobs get paid for by gangs.
Okay. I'm here for it.
I don't have a lot of morals
One of those.
influence what jobs I take. The morals I do have largely center around not hurting children.
So, I guess you two maybe through a text channel or something decide what you guys want the job you guys worked on together to be. How did you guys link up? It doesn't have to necessarily be right now, but by next week.
Easy clap. My boys got hired in to run protection. David, what were we protecting?
We were protecting a people shipment.
Like trafficking.
I don't know about like.
I don't fucks with that.
I'm thinking more of just like
I mean, you work with the tyrants. You probably fucks with that.
Different kind of trafficking, most certainly.
I'm thinking more like the rotating out prostitutes
Oh,
shipment.
yeah,
like-
totally.
You can't leave them in one place too long because then the clientele gets used to it.
You gotta protect the girls.
But you
From
you
A to
also
B.
can't just send a group of scantily clad girls to another part of the city by themselves.
All right, I'm here for it.
Moving women.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's not better, but on the upside, this gang does recruit the desperate and the willing. It's not like they go into the city streets and kidnap girls.
This is true. A lot of them are changelings.
So like it's not it's again depending on your
They're not like sex slaves. They're just maybe not. They don't have great contracts for their work.
you know,
they're probably not paid
great.
appropriately, but like they do get paid. Like they're making enough to get by.
None of y'all are making this sound any better.
I-
Y'all are just-
I don't think this is not exactly a great setting. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief.
We're
Hey,
literally
man, I didn't say
going to
anything.
be
You
criminals,
just started defending.
Well, when the only woman in the room repulses at the idea of defending the ladies, it's like, well, hold on, wait a minute.
I think we're just trying to specify that they're not like coerced or slaves.
The Athena's owls do not fuck with slavery. There's a lot of former
No,
slaves
that
in the
just
gang.
means that society has brought them there, and that's not better.
Ah,
Yeah, like we're not saying that it's good. They're just not slaves.
and that's important to us.
Oh my god.
It's like working in a factory or something. Like it's awful, but technically you're being paid for your work.
But there are at least 2 exits outside. If the factory catches on fire, you at least have the will to leave.
Had someone understand.
Wonderful. All right. So Darth.
Can I be a reporter who is investigating?
I think that sounds perfect. I was kind of hoping you would say that.
So here's my follow-up question. Did she stalk us during our job?
You don't need to know that.
From a meta conversation, what would you say? Were you like tailing them with your pen and like hiding out in trash cans? Like what was going on?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm a gnome, so I feel like I'm a small boy. And I'm a rogue. That sounds good. Shit, I was probably like in the van, like talking to ladies. Y'all didn't even notice me.
So I guess that's the follow-up question. Did you guys cross paths? Like, do you know you were investigating these dudes? Like, how close to the racket were you? Like, give me more.
Well, that's what I figured you and I would talk about.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we can discuss that. I do want them to be somewhat in on it, just because it's their story too. So
I guess the core of it is
I mean, I need to know what their story is to know what I was following.
right.
I mean,
I guess the core of it is
we were hired by the tyrants to, escort some whores from one place to another.
No, remember, ladies of the night in bad chance. Not
I think these were the type of women who no. I think these were the type of women who would proudly call themselves whores.
I don't know. If we're being paid to escort them, they're at least the better half. Of
Right,
the
which is why I'm saying these are the
like, are they walking corners, or are they being paid for by rich men in lounges?
No. They're above street corner, below rich men and lounges. Like that nice
It's definitely
brothel.
Definitely
Definitely brothel.
A brothel.
The
But-
tyrants definitely deal in all of those different
Correct.
levels.
But they wouldn't trust us to deal with the high class, and unfortunately they trust us too much to deal with the low class.
No, I think it's more like they wouldn't bother with the low end for an escort.
No, this is the type of guild that takes all of their members seriously.
This is true. They're pretty good to their people. It's how they've gotten to where they
Yeah,
are.
they don't trust you around the cheap ones, but they don't trust you around the expensive ones. There,
Yet.
so you can drive a van.
Basically.
Awesome.
Understood.
Alright, so
There's a gang war on, Mickey. We have to keep the... I almost said product.
That's the concept. That is the concept. Whether or not you agree with it, that's the concept. they are a source of income.
Big oop. Alright, James Miller and Darth. Let's go to your first adventure. How'd you guys meet?
So, as you know, I kind of came out there as a mercenary, kind of just trying. Like at the beginning, I would say I didn't really know technically what I was fighting for, because for me it was just a big old huge fucking shit storm, I guess.
Hmm.
And sorry, I got lost in thought. And I really
Stop! Fucking stop!
I'm so confused. I have zero clue what any of you are fucking talking about right
It's
now.
fun.
I'll just stop talking and I'll let you guys take care of it then.
Oh,
There's nothing to talk about. I sent an image, and it's done.
continue, James.
Pete, you want to go?
Is he there?
You. This Dr. Eggman is haunting me.
He said he wanted the weird mustache.
So much.
I hate everything about.
I hate everything. Yeah. Brandon.
I was waiting for Pete. I was talking and then everybody fucking blew up and I totally forgot what I was talking about.
I'm very sorry, but did you see the image David links?
I'll
Nope,
be right
not a
back. I
chance.
need a glass of wine.
Look at the game table, the text channel in Discord. Okay, so
What I miss?
waiting on Peter to get back, I think. And I'm doing a bit of research about Droham because I wasn't really expecting anybody to play anybody from there. So now I actually need to know a little bit more about him.
I mean, it fits with
Oh,
lion people.
yeah, totally. I'm about it.
Tell us about your homeland.
Basically, it's ruled by a group of old, like, hags. Like the magical kind of hags.
The magical kind being the.
They basically just made a nation of monsters and said, we're all equal here. And then fuck the rest of y'all, because you won't recognize us as a nation. So there's like orcs and goblins and minotaurs and were-creep people and beast people and basically all of the sentient creatures that go bump in the night that no one else wants anything to do with.
Which, fun facts, is kind of what Mama Greenlocks was kind of trying to do.
R.I.P. Mama Greenlocks.
I mean, she ain't dead.
She ain't dead.
But we probably is.
I will let y'all know y'all aren't dead. Save those character sheets. File them away. The Daughters of Sora Kelly. That's a cool name for a group of hags.
I know, right?
A green hag, an anise hag, and a dust hag. Huh. Kinda neat.
Where did Pete go?
Oh.
No clue. He didn't say anything. He just disappeared.
Yeah, because I was waiting for him to come back, but
I think we all are at this point.
He muted himself. Does he know he's muted?
It's not showing him as muted.
it's muted. Yeah, he's muted. It shows him as muted.
Oh, yeah. I had something covering it.
Hey, Pete, you're muted.
In case you haven't heard. Did anybody, well, while we wait, does anybody have any, like, questions? Does anybody, this is the time to ask.
Just lore, like, tell me about it. Everything.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. Let me ask you a good fucking question.
Well, I mean, you have a character concept in mind, so what kind of information is relevant to that character?
So who, like, I don't really know who I would be fighting against.
Um, that's a good
Or fighting
question.
who. Because I don't know who is where in what area. All I know is what the map looks like.
Alright, that's reasonable. Let's break that down. So the major nations are going to be Anduar, Braylon, Karnath, Thrain, and what is now known as the Mornland, formerly known as Scion.
F in chat for Scion.
Poor Cyanide.
That actually does bring up a relatively interesting point. As far as official D&D lore, the pronunciations of the various nations and holds and stuff tend to be hints as to like where you're from. Let's see. I've got a couple examples I pulled up in my notes. So for Brayland, that's where Sharn is, right? The local pronunciation is Brayland, like it sounds more official. Whereas people from like Sire probably pronounce it Breland or Breland, and that sort of thing will tip you off to if someone's a local. Or, I'll try to keep as consistent with that as possible. Like you can see,
I will not I will not know the difference, to be honest.
I understand, but it's what I'm trying to hold myself to. So
I'm glad you love putting that much effort. And what I'm saying, it's a good thing. Thank you.
understood. Um, that being said, you'll find like the gnomes. A lot of gnomes will live in Zalagro, but that's not like the only place you'll find gnomes. And your ties will be stronger to your nation than they will be your race as a general. That's not going to be a blanket statement like people like Darf exists, that they're just, fuck yeah, I like dwarves, man. You're a dwarf, you're my homie. But it's much more like you would expect our politics to break down, where we're all kind of fighting against groups of exactly the same people. If that makes sense, Brendan.
I'd have to be like studying that map for every bit of that to make sense. That was a lot.
Well, it's really more so that the map doesn't matter so much as like your sense of nationalism. You probably
Gotcha.
ended up fighting anybody who was against your beliefs.
So I ended up probably fighting more of the humans than I did anything else.
Well, I think
Well,
most
from
of them were human, so you had
yeah,
plenty.
like human is the main population. Like elves aren't actually native to this continent. There are some that have settled here. I think Valinar is like their big settlement.
Hmm.
But you'll find elves everywhere, but like they're not native. So it's sort of like the
Well, I know the only thing from my lore says we would always defend or fend off human fucking pests, and I don't.
so
I
it's
know
probably
nothing is native, but like it's like, or well, okay, that was wrong wording. Nothing's like going to be permanently this one fucking
right.
race, but
So in if I was understanding how lizard folk would work in this setting correctly, you probably wouldn't have cared necessarily that much about this War of Succession until it encroached on your homeland.
mhm.
So whatever the first people to start fucking with your area of Kabar are probably your biggest enemies. Whether
Yeah,
that
and
be
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
so, I would look at the two nations that are closest to you. So, who was trying to encroach on your area for resources? Let's see. That's gonna be
It'd probably be Valinar at that
yeah, it's
setup.
probably the Valinor. So you probably clash with elves. Are you racist towards elves?
I mean,
That
I
wasn't
guess
a
I would
no.
always have well, dude, you didn't even give me a chance to even say anything. Fuck. Like I'm trying to figure out if I'm like not gonna fuck myself over in this because I don't want to actually just hate fucking everybody
So,
or
looking at
hate
your
hate
choices,
everybody from one race is what I meant. But like,
looking at your choices, so either elves from the southwest attacked you, or halflings from the northwest attacked you.
so Valinor was elves.
Yes, and then the Talenta Plains are largely halflings that ride dinosaurs.
which is pretty cool and sounds like the perfect enemy for lizard folk.
There's also like humans there.
Wait,
but
hold
it's
on. You're telling me that
largely
people that
halflings.
ride dinosaurs are the enemies to the dinosaurs?
Yeah, they're enslaving their kind. Jeez.
That's like a wolf man being upset that a human has a dog. Don't start with me.
I mean, I can see
Are-
that happening.
Are you saying a wolfman's not gonna be upset?
I'm saying that I'm not gonna be upset that someone has a pet monkey. So
I think of them as friends less so than pets.
stop. Fucking stop.
So-
I need another beer.
what you got for me, Brendan? Who'd you fight?
Sounds like the halflings would be a um, better choice. I don't know much about the. I'm just thinking like tribes of halflings with fucking dinosaurs against tribes of like lizard folk. I mean, that kind of makes sense a little bit better than just. I don't know.
I mean, elf trackers versus lizard folk swamp trackers. I don't know. I don't know nothing about your people, but
What do you mean,
all
your
sound
people?
cool. Lizard folk. That's what I mean. Your people. Freaking scalies.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Um. So yeah, just marinate on that.
Okay.
We covered you guys. We're waiting on Darth.
What you waiting on?
You fucking.
I'm getting food. Say again. You need me?
Where the fuck did you go?
Want to get food?
You were
he ran down the McDonald's down the street.
Oh, I had food delivered. I've been getting it with Draven.
Gross.
Well, you yourself and James Miller were trying to discuss your backstory.
Did you need from me?
Your backstory.
How you know the militant lizard?
Who we've just sort of decided was in some sort of campaign against either.
I mean, that can be the reason I joined the war, but I'm still a mercenary, so it's like I don't know.
Who are the two?
Yeah, I was gonna say he apparently was in some sort of campaign against either elves from the southwest or dinosaur riding halflings from the northwest.
Yeah.
Getting elves from the southwest.
I mean, if he was in the same campaign as Darth, it's probably elves.
All right, then that makes sense. So elves.
You don't have to strictly hate the elves, but you fought elves with Darth.
Yeah.
Is the idea.
All right, that sounds good.
Cool. So, where did you fight?
Where did we fight elves? Corvain. We've got the map of Corvain with more land, the more holds. We've got my land of Lorsht. Brendan, where are you from?
Kibara.
The
Is
jungle.
Jungly.
It's on the eastern side.
Oh, what a cute. You're right at that mountain range. Zoom in a bit. Let's say for Keep. The blade on the desert between Ents and Arsharta. And A-R-A. Definitely
What?
took a stop in Worm.
I need you to type that so I can look at it and understand what the fuck was attempted. Game table, put it there now.
Yes, please.
Fuck.
Well, I'm getting that.
That was kind of it. TBH.
That again.
Let me go through my notes here and grab anything else. Oh yeah, everybody. Actually, instead of sending me through Discord, other than David and Joseph, you're both exempt for this. But could you send me the names of your important people through a Facebook message of the team? Why are you playing League of Legends, Brendan?
Actually, I'm just looking at champions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for someone to call on that, but I wasn't going to do it.
Well, we were all done with everybody, and I was listening to you do Mickey's lore, so I was just listening.
Mm-hmm. Bum, 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 bum.
Then it kind of got to the point where Peter wasn't here, so I was like, yeah, why not?
That is somewhat understandable. And Joseph, you're always 7, right? That's as soon as you can get off.
Yes. Well, actually, no. Sundays starting now, I am off. I don't work, so this was gonna be the last time. So I am usually gonna be available around 5:30.
Earlier we can do it, the better.
Yeah, I would like to attempt to start at least at 6 next Sunday.
I am down. Also, are we gonna keep doing anything?
I'm just gonna wrap up the lore here. I'll stick around for some more questions because I know Brendan will probably have some stuff, and if anybody else does, like this whole after I realized that people hadn't quite nailed down character concepts as well as people wanted to shift characters, it seemed like a good idea to do this again to make sure we're all on the same page. Plus, I can add to our first sessional goal. What you sending me? Ah, okay, cool.
Circles and arrows.
So, one. Explain your scenario again. Uh-huh. Okay, at the Zephyr Keep, right on the edge of the Mornland.
Fernlands and Quara, Aaron, however you say it, Brendan and I assume, fighting back the Elvish invaders such as the Thalmor. Being them our land. All of a sudden, the nuke went off next to us, and we're like, "Oh, shizen, let's get out of
Oh,
here."
so you were that close to the Mornland. Okay, I'm with you.
They're just having a war when flash.
Like, oh, okay, let's go home.
The earth rumbles. There's a giant fog rolling across an entire nation like an ominous cloud of death.
Yeah, the horizon disappears.
Basically, the wails of entire civilizations yelling into the night. So that was like your home.
That is my home campaign area. My home is the island up north.
Right, yeah. This would have been like your base of operation.
Because the dwarves, what I was reading in this area, they are kind of centered in the map again. The MOR holds, the Moor holds, like Mirror Lake, which is where the northern end of the tunnel comes out. Three Sisters. So I just kind of kept going north, and it's like, that's where my clan of dwarves are from.
All right, no, I like it, and I also like that you guys were that close to Sire whenever it went nuclear. So, what experiences did you guys have with the refugees? Because essentially, within a day, after the explosion, the entire continent was covered, or the entire country was covered in like this gray, super opaque, magical mist that corrupted anything it touched.
Yeah.
Rough.
So,
Yeah, real not good times.
Would say that my experience personally, the Darf is a Darf of honor, and so I see the refugees, and if the fighting is all but stopped, begin with the next step of war and recovering people, getting them to a safe place, which is how I ended up in Scar.
Charm, understood. All right, yeah. So that's a perfect segue into how you guys got here.
I was headed back towards my own Hand of the Lost, anyways. So I just kind of kept going.
Yeah. And are you okay with following Darth James Miller into Sean, or did you want to show up later?
Well, so that can be the reason I kind of found my way into Sharn, because I mean, as soon as the war ended, I immediately went back to rebuild my home.
Okay.
It's kind of the opposite direction I think where I went, so you probably showed up a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that could be like a hey, I'm going to go meet an old friend in this place, Quarn, and also hooks up to what I was planning on doing for like wanting to go to a new place and travel and stuff. It's like that's something that I set my mind on doing.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Cool. Put a note.
So that can kind of be like my reason for wanting to go back and out and travel. And then how I find my way to Sharn is because I know that he was going to be back there. We like, I don't know, had like a magical something. I don't know. How do people communicate back in the day?
Ravens.
Did you say Skavens?
Ravens.
Ravens.
I happened to even
I mean, I can throw out a rat and see where he goes.
So that's actually a pretty good question. So that leads into the various Dragon Mark houses and all the kinds of stuff that they control. Let's see. There are 12 of them. Originally there were 13, but about, let's see, 2,600 years ago, there was a big dispute, and one of the houses got completely wiped off the face of the world.
about 2,000.
2,600 years ago. That was House of Bowl, also known as the House of Blood. The other houses are going to be House Cannith. They are pretty responsible for a lot of the engineering and stuff that happened during the last war. They're the people who brought about the Warforge. There's House Dedieth. They are known to be a mercenary house. They usually get hired for security, extra arms, that kind of thing. There's House Galanada? I don't know how to say it. But they are the mark of hospitality. Essentially, they are going to be, I think it's a halfling only house? Yeah, they're only halfling. They... mm-hmm. Let's see. Yeah, they're just really good at being good hosts. So they do like inns and that kind of thing. That's cool. We've got House Jarasco. That's the healing house. So if you had a doctor, if you had an injury and you didn't have any healing magic of your own, you could call the House Jurasco people, and they'll heal you for a fee. And that's like basically all of these houses are going to have like some part of industry that they're a part of. They're the robber barons and the like of this era. House Kundarik is the dwarven house of security and banking. That might be interesting for some of you.
Baking. Yay.
Banking. I'm just retarded.
I mean, I just accepted it as truth.
Look, a city's got to eat.
True.
Yeah.
No, that's a different house. That's House Urania, I think.
I was pulling shit out of my asshole. Thank you, game, for being realistic.
No, they cover pretty much everything. Like, there's even different kinds of travel. Like, there's one house that's about like sky travel. There's one house that does like carriages and shit, and there's one house that does like teleportation.
Some griffins.
Nah, griffins aren't really a thing.
Boo.
They're not a thing, but they aren't like a.
They are not a domesticated work animal.
House Deneth does happen to usually employ chimeras.
Are chimeras
Manticores?
sentient, or are they trained? It's an important distinction. One is murder, the other is poaching.
I think it's more like. That's a good question. Let me check on them.
Okay.
House Deneth.
Look, I'm just saying, we as a party care a lot about what people are people. So I want to nail down what isn't people, because I know that list is going to be shorter in this setting.
It's real. It understands Draconic in its monstrosity. I'm gonna say chimeras are monsters.
Got it.
Manticores are gonna be a different story, I think.
Manticore, 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 manticore.
Yeah, manticores can speak. They're people. I mean, they're close enough to. They can make deals. Yeah, nah, manticores basically terrifying sub-dragons. Okay, hold on. A manticore isn't particularly bright, but it possesses a malevolent nature and the ability to converse. In the course of attacking, it denigrates its foes and offers to kill them swiftly if they beg for their lives. If a manticore sees an advantage to be gained by sparing a creature's life, it does so, asking for tribute or sacrifice equal to its loss of food.
So the dwarf and the halfling aren't going to be great sacrifices.
Probably not.
Fuck.
Huh. I'm going to do more thinking on how I play manticores.
Manticore, 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 manticore. Alright, I'm done.
Hey, Rhett. If I care.
Because
War
manticores are
machine.
generally supposed to be pretty
Alright.
intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of assumed they were smarter, but I don't necessarily guess. I guess it's more along the lines of like a crow's intelligence. Like they're smart, but they're not like people smart. Interesting. Anyway, does anybody else have anything else? I feel like I'm just kind of
Rambling.
I'm kind of like getting a little tired.
yeah. Um,
I-
so we'll plan on starting at 6 next week with an actual session of D&D, as long as everyone has characters and stuff.
I hope I'm back by then.
Okay. Stupid question is stupid. How are we gonna be playing? Are we gonna use tabletop? Are we doing?
We're gonna do
Roll-
Roll20.
Okay. I've never used Roll20, so I'm unfamiliar.
It's not super hard. I've been fucking with it all this whole week, and
I don't
been-
even know what you guys are talking about.
It's a virtual tabletop that'll let us play D&D over the internet.
Are you talking about Tabletop Simulator or?
No.
A different virtual tabletop, but a similar concept.
Is it something that I can get off Steam or I have to download? Like, what are we talking about?
It's browser based. You'll just have to log in.
Okay.
I have thought about tabletop. Have you used Tabletop Simulator?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've used it, but not for D&D.
Considered buying it up.
There's another one that's like specifically built for D&D, and it's less. I think it links with your Beyond, but I don't know. I'd have to ask a buddy of mine to see if he remembers what it's called.
If someone has a better option than Roll20, I'm open to it because I've honestly been fighting with it, and it's been a struggle to get to the point that I'm at, and I'm willing to do something else.
Roll20's a bit of a bitch.
If Joe gets to his friend and talks to his friend, and we can find something that bands or blends with the D&D Beyond, that'd be fucking dope.
I don't remember. Don't hold me to that.
But just ask.
That's fair.
But for now, at least next week we'll probably do Roll20, and we'll move to something else in the future.
Okay.
I'm gonna be gone Friday and Saturday. I don't know about Sunday.
I don't know of any like good virtual platforms for D&D.
Yeah, Dungeon Fog has been the one I've been looking at the most.
It's neat, but it's not.
Yeah, it's still not all there.
They're still working on it.
Mm-hmm. So we shall see. I'm gonna keep doing some research on stuff. But so you said, Brendan, you might not be back by 6.
I said I'm busy Saturday or Friday and Saturday. I'm driving like 2 or 3 hours away to go to see a rodeo with Cass, and it's gonna be a Friday and Saturday thing, but I don't know what I'm doing Sunday. So I'll probably get to you guys Saturday.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't see why I would not be at home at 6 p.m. on a Sunday. But you know, shit happens, and I don't want to give you guys 100% chance of I'm going to be there.
Understood. We will reevaluate then, I guess.
There's probably an 80% chance I'll be there. I just don't have any idea what's gonna go happen next weekend.
Yeah, we get it.
Or
Get your dick wet.
technically this weekend. More of I'm gonna be 2 or 3 hours away, and I don't know when we're coming back.
You just lost us a sponsor, Tyler.
What's up?
Just lost us a sponsor.
God
Right.
damn it. If this ever gets sponsored, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. But that's a whole other conversation for another day. Maybe we can get sponsored.
You're never gonna get monetized because
Maybe we can get
mad shit.
Maybe we can get sponsored by Patricia's. We're fun and fantasy meet.
Fantasy
Hey,
meet.
I will walk up in a suit and ask Patricia for let's go.
Oh, shit. Nah, I could probably get us Patricia's, y'all.
There we go. This This week's episode brought to you by Patricia's.
Jesus fucking Christ. Well, it's just Patricia's and MeUndies. That's all.
If we're
Hey,
going in
but-
that
Hold on. Don't be talking shit on MeUndies.
Ew.
I'm not talking shit on MeUndies. I'm wearing some MeUndies right now. No.
A oh.
We
So
that
if
cool.
we're-
If you have MeUndies, we're supposed to have matching MeUndies. So I feel lied
So-
to.
I think if we're going in that direction, we need to find a slightly different streaming platform.
Nah, this is fine.
We'll just start doing it on OnlyFans.
Stop!
So
Hey, it's
apparently,
I'm not
there are
pretty enough for
people-
OnlyFans.
There are people who like stream DnD on some of the, like the porn streaming sites.
Oh yeah, dude, because then you're not as restricted.
Yeah, like
Yes.
you don't have to watch what you say. You can just goof off. You can.
I mean, you can totally say you can do whatever the fuck you want as long as you have an 18 plus block. Like, you know, you got to admit you're 18. So,
Yeah.
and I'm not worried about that PG-13 money. I'm not a movie studio, so.
I cannot deal with this character, David. I love it so much. And I want to play a satyr so bad.
Gonna be Mr. Tumnus from the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Nah, that's weak sus. I'm a stabby satyr. I'm gonna dance on your grave with my hooves. Clippity cloppity.
The Vitch is a pretty good movie.
The what now?
Alright. I'm gonna hop over to my buddy's thing and talk to him about VR stuff, because he was asking me about what VR stuff he should get.
Alright.
Go play with your other friend.
Yeah,
How
that's
dare.
cool, I guess. Go fuck yourself.
Well, nothing that we're talking about now. I have absolutely zero clue what anybody else is talking about. So, you
Fine,
know,
it's fine. We're just giving you shit.
What are you saying, Tyler?
I don't remember. What was that thing?
Most recently, we were talking about satyrs.
Oh yeah, there's not.
Tumnus was and the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Hmm. Oh, Peter, is that the voice you're going with, by the way? The voice you were using at the first part of the session?
Hell yeah.
I'm so ready for it. I'm gonna have to fucking, I don't know, get some better headphones so I can get audio quality in on that, but I'm here for it.
Wait,
I mean, I had
I missed something.
audio quality, and I don't know what he was saying.
who?
Pete, when he was in that weird accent earlier.
God, I'm half tempted to like start listening to French audiobooks or something, just to like try to get the accent down. But I know it's not gonna end anything. I'm a Midwest boy. I cannot imagine a goddamn French accent is gonna go great.
I've been working on our on you guys' main quest patrons accent, so y'all are in for a surprise on that one.
Oh fuck me, Mickey!
What?
She doesn't
How
know I didn't
bad is
talk.
it? Okay.
Also, Tyler, what did we end up deciding that my accent was on Monday?
It was like Mississippi, but not like Valley, Mississippi, if that makes sense. Like Chad, Mississippi.
I really just started talking and let it go where it went. I had made zero decisions on the accent.
Oh my god.
Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate that character. I'm terrified for what it does, though.
Me
Yeah, he's kind of nasty.
me terrified of just the general. This is gonna be a long campaign, isn't it? What's the likelihood that we're gonna be able to convince Brendan to actually roleplay?
I think it's pretty decent. I think he's at least been able to latch onto a character at this point. I think he likes this lizard.
I think this is the closest he's ever been to any character he's played.
Mm-hmm.
So I should probably stop making fun of the names James.
It's so hard though. It's so hard to picture a lizard folk with the name.
I do personally agree with you, Joe, on the name, but I do think we should not talk about it.
Exactly.
So we just clip this moment where we all agree it's a dumb name and move on and pretend it doesn't exist, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Perfect.
basically. To be fair, we also have a Pierre, which is a little strange too for the setting. But not
In
bad.
my defense,
Especially
I
since
have none.
you're playing the game.
Look, I can't.
I was like, wait, why? What do you need me for? Oh, not me. Got it.
God, who?
Honestly, we have a great cast of names for podcasting. We have two like joke names. We have Pierre Assier, which could go either way. We have Upton Adams, which works pretty well, and Darth Frostbeard works pretty well. But what's it to
Say
you?
Dark
And
works
James.
well. It's dwarf without the frickin' R. Or,
Yeah, but like that's still pretty on brand. Like it's not great, but
I'm so glad you picked up on that, Tyler. What's it?
what's it to you? You want to fight? What's it to you?
I was just like, I needed a name, and I was just, you guys were talking about something, and I was like, what's it to ya? Type.
I think it's great. I'm very happy with everyone's characters. I think we got a lot done with as far as binding you guys to the world. We're doing it. We're gonna D&D.
I do feel that my gnome has some, like, just gold mine level D&D name, though.
Oh yeah. What is his name again? I can't even remember.
I can't remember his last name. It's a work of art, is what it is.
It's a true fucking miracle.
Zillick Palewick.
Palewick, that's it.
Jesus Christ. That's a lie. That's not real. If there isn't a crossover, by the way, at some point, I'm gonna cry.
Crossover with what?
I want to meet Mississippi dad bod tiefling.
I have to work on my accent if I'm gonna do that.
That's a lot. You gentlemen have a great
okay.
night.
I'll do this for you, Joe.
Hmm.
If Tyler introduces Dad Bod Tiefling in this campaign, I will pull out a Mississippi accent for you.
Tyler,
Work with Tyler to voice him properly.
Tyler, what kind of GM bribery I can bring over the 2-liter of Mountain Dew, I can bring a pizza, I can bring the Funyuns, like what do you need? What do you want?
I've got a note. I will make a side quest involving Dad Bod Tiefling. It's happening.
Perfect. Thank you.
So Tyler and I will have to work together so I know the character well enough to voice him.
I'm so ready for this.
Are you though?
Not even a little bit, but I'm excited.
God damn it.
Alright, y'all. It's time to go night-night.
Night.
I love you all. Be safe. Talk to you later.
Good night, friends.
Hey, all.
Good night, stream.